I changed secondary schools when I was in high school. So I had joined this new school from what we called Senior Secondary 1, which in Nigeria, which is your year 9 here in the UK. When I joined, I met an over 100 students, in that class, that's in the year 9 group. And there were quite a few of us who had joined newly. Now, we also have a different way of assessing. Okay. Bear in mind that in Nigeria, we do a cumulative position for every student at the end of the term. Now, what this means is out of the over 100 students, you get to know what position you are. Let me break this down. Now, for the over 100 students, you get to know what position you attain. So you could come first position, which means you're the overall best student, or you could be the last position, which means you're not doing very, very well academically. Now, for me, I was 46th. So it meant that out of 100 students, I came 46. Well, it wasn't so much of what I expected, but having joined a new school, I just had to work my way up. And what I did was I teamed up with some of those other students who had joined at the same level that I did. Some of the students who joined in the SS1. We were 3 of us, and we called ourselves study buddy. So we would encourage each other. We would sit together late night. It was a dormitory. That's a living accommodation for students. Yeah. So we did a lot of night lessons together, and there was one goal towards this. We just wanted to go close to the first 10 at least. Now, there's a tradition that the first 10 are always called up at the end of every term and given an applause. Now, here in the UK, the grading system is entirely different. Now, students are graded according to their capability, and there is what we call, the grading system is in different ranks. So for some students, they are looked as high performing, and for some, they are middle class and foundation. So there is no position whatsoever. Every child, the grading system is tailored to the needs of the child and the abilities of the child. Okay, so me and my friends, we teamed up, we tried our best, and at the end of the term, for me, I think I remember being 24th, and one of us was 26th. It was a very close range, and the other one was 31st. So we still pushed ahead for the next term, and by the next term, I remember being 11th. I didn't get into the first 10, but at least I really did try to move from 4 to 6 to 11th, after 2 terms. A term would be from, September to December, and the other one, just the normal academic year, okay? Now, why have I told this story? That's because we have what we call healthy competition. Now, healthy competition is meant to encourage students. It's meant to encourage everyone to do better. We really don't have it anymore. It's actually lacking in students now. And even in life generally, people don't come together again to encourage themselves and push themselves to do something better. And that is what we need. You actually need friends. You need people who would push you to do things better, to be a better version of yourself. You need people who would hold you accountable. You need accountability. You need someone who is always telling you, oh, I'm going off to read. Are you doing this? Are you doing that? And if you do have such a person, please treasure them. Anyway, what we now find out in schools is that there is rivalry. Now, rivalry is the opposite of competition. So you see, healthy competition breeds motivation, and it seeks to improve performance. That is the core thing a healthy competition seeks to improve your personal performance. Unhealthy competition can also bring about comparison. Now, comparison is a joy killer, and it will slash down your self-esteem. If you find yourself comparing yourself with something else or someone else or whatever, just stop. Go back to the drawing board. Just stop. It's so unhealthy and not good for you. It could also create unhealthy rivalry, and it reduces collaboration because you no longer see the other person as a team member. You rather see the person as an enemy or just an opponent. Okay? Now, but how do we make the most of competition, especially for students? How do we harness the word competition to help our students? Now, the first thing is changing your mindset about competition. Now, you need to know that competition, the core value of competition is to improve performance. Your performance could be quality, it could be speed, it could be whatever it is you want to improve, whatever thing you want to see you want to see yourself doing better at, all right? And it also encourages teamwork. So if we encourage students to work as a team, if friends could come up together and decide to achieve something and not see themselves as opponents or as enemies or as rivalries, and that's when competition is that's when you breed competition in a safe area or in a safe arena. You begin to encourage each other, you begin to cheer each other up and become like your cheerleaders. All right. Also, this one is very important. We need to recognize that there are multiple types of achievements. You see, not everyone is very academically sound, and not all competition is geared towards academic performance. I have taught a student who is like the overall best champion in 100 meters. She runs like a sprint. Honestly, she's so tall, so pretty, and runs with a lot of energy. And that's what she wants to do for life. And academically, she's not sound. I mean, when I say academically, she just doesn't want to bother with maths and 2 plus 2 and 2 divided by 4. The only thing on her mind is she's always looking at the field, calculating what steps she's going to take, and that is it for her. So we need to realize that there are different types of people. For some others, it's swimming. It could be sports, it could be music, it could be fashion, it could just be different things. All right. So once you recognize whatever it is and you aim to improve yourself in it, then go for it. All right. In order to achieve healthy competition, we also have to support mental health and to manage pressure. We need to know when a child has reached their maximum level or when a child is not just willing to. Sometimes we don't know what is happening behind the scenes, so we need to manage expectations and not give a lot of pressure to students in the classroom as well, so that we don't push them beyond what they can do. It's okay to encourage someone, but the person has to be willing to be able to try. Next is be kind with your words. You never know how much your word affects a person. Do not be a bully. Do not be someone who says to another person, you really can't do this, you can't do that. No. Be generous with kindness. Okay? And last but not the least, teachers. Parents, please reward students or your words with effort and growth and not just outcomes. So look at how much of improvement is coming in from that child and not just maybe a certain grade you want, or you're expecting to see. Reward every little effort. People tend to respond more to reward than to criticisms. Yes, we need to criticize when we need to, but we also need to encourage people when they are doing well. Now, I am Dr. Chini Teaches, and please subscribe to my channel, like my videos and share my videos. Thank you so much.